Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Stock with Khan, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about another hot stock that is at this point sitting at a very interesting price, and I'm gonna go in depth about overall the company and where I see this company in the next 12 months in the near future. So stick around because I think you will find this video of value. Welcome back. So the stock I want to talk about is called Chargepoint. It was a month ago, end of March. Actually, this took literally ages. They had to merge, and because of that, then they had to come to and they could enlist themselves on New York Stock Exchange. Before it was called SBE, now it's called Chargepoint. At the moment, this stock is trading at 25.32, but it was not long back that this stock was trading in the 50s. You can see it here. It was trading in the higher 40s, and its 52 weeks high was 49, something like that, 49.48. The interesting thing is that this stock is, in the point of view of analysts, if you look at Yahoo Finance, it is considered as 1.8 buy. And I totally agree with that, because if you look at the chart of the top analyst from the tip rank, the top analyst sees this stock in the next 12 months being $39 stock, having 54% of upside potential from its current price of $25. Now, some of you might already know that Chargepoint is controlling 70% of North America charging station network. Overall, it's dominating North America, and this stock has a huge potential from this point onward, knowing that in the next 10 years, by 2030, literally 30% of the cars all around the world on the roads will be EV, and by 2040, we already know Biden is speaking about that China is massively invested in that by 2040 they want all their cars to be EV cars. Literally, China wants 90% of their car by end of 2030 being EV cars. Same is with Biden. He's massively invested or interested in this point. He's talking about 500,000 charging station by end of 2025. Now imagine Chargepoint being the leader. Of course, it will control most of it. So I personally think this stock for sure is worth $40 stock from its current price in the next 12 months. It has a huge potential, and some of the analysts, if you look at this article, for example, it was recent because this company is doing such great things. They say that that was on 29th of April, that this is a leading electric vehicle charging network, now working with Android Auto, and is making the transition to electric mobility easier and more seamless for drivers. So basically they are connecting some sort of an app. So if you read here, this new integration brings essential EV charging functionality inside the vehicle, allowing drivers to easily access charging information directly from their infotainment system. Whatever infotainment means, but apparently this is really good because it has a huge impact on the stock lately. You will see it in the next article. So they're further saying here, at Chargepoint we know that the shift to electric mobility relies on driver experience, and Chargepoint's Android Auto app is another pivotal step in the evolution already underway, driven by software and increased connectivity, said Bill Lowenthal, Senior Vice President from Chargepoint. By integrating essential charging data directly into the vehicle infotainment system, drivers are even more empowered and informed. With the ability to connect their phone directly to their EV Android Auto, through Android Auto, drivers now have access to Chargepoint app information right on the vehicle display. Actually, the enhanced connection between app and vehicle represent the next step in how drivers and passengers are fueling mobility, and how Chargepoint is delivering technology solution to fit the needs of EV drivers now and in the future. Really good for the company. This news was very good. It had the impact. you can see that here, for example, the company recently made a deal with legacy automaker to increase charging network access to its driver. That news alone sent Chargepoint stock by 5%, and according to analysts, this is only the beginning of an expected surge from its current price. Now, this was on 30th of April. The Barron's report is saying that the stock is trading at fire sales price. Additionally, RF Lafferty analyst Jamie Perez recently initiated coverage of Chargepoint with a buy rating as well, and they at this point was talking that its target price is $29. So there are a lot of good news for this stock. I personally think that the tip rank point of view is really good. Yeah, there were a lot of other news. So overall, all the analysts are quite bullish about this stock, and I personally think that from its current price of 25, this stock easily could reach $39-40, because if you look at the chart, if you look at its 6-month chart, I was looking at it and I also showed it to you a little bit. This stock was before the massive correction in overall EV and overall stock market. This stock was consistently in higher 40s. You can see here it was 43, then it dropped back, had this correction, went back in the higher 40s, was down for a couple of weeks, and then was up again in the higher 40s for 2 weeks again. Then there was some correction and it was back in the 40s. So it was in this range, so to say, in the higher 30s right from November onward till February, when all the correction in the overall market began. So as we all know that right now the stock market is again slightly in the bullish trend. It's getting its momentum back. I think this will have for sure an impact on Chargepoint, because the last 2 to 3 days has been not bad. For, of course, it has traded sideways. It did took off at some points. You can see that it was trading at 25 and it went up to 27, then it came back to 24, and then it went back. So it has been trading sideways, but I do believe, just like all these top analysts from the Wall Street, that this stock has a huge potential in the near future. So in the next 12 months, so to say. And overall, if you are a person who believes in slow growth in the stock market and like passive income but long-term solid income, I personally believe EVs are the future, and Chargepoint is controlling most of those EV charging stations in the North America. So for sure dominating America easily. So I do see that by end of 2025, this stock from this current point could easily quadruple and be in hundreds. So if you are not so like person who is believing in trading and wants to double their money by a week or two, I would for sure invest in stock in Chargepoint and consider it. But do your own research. And if you found this video of value, subscribe to my channel. If you have suggestions, put them in the comment below. I would for sure consider them, and I will see you in the next video.